Hello, VOD viewers, and I suppose live stream viewers, if you're here watching live. It's day 47 of the Farlands or Bust FLoB-a-Thon Subathon 2025. And you may know something a little bit different with the timer. It would appear as though after the Farlands or Bust segment, while I was signing off with Car on a Stick, we raised our $8,000 goal for our charity fundraiser, thanks in large part to Avalanche, who not only during
What's
the
all
stream,
this?
Tom's
having
Banana
fun.
Cakes, I'm talking!
What is the answer to life, the universe, and everything? The answer is 42. Now prep your flesh for 42 hours, 42 minutes, and 42 seconds.
Almost 2 months.
2 months.
I love this alert. It's a good alert.
So, what's new?
Well, now it should be past 42 hours, 42 minutes, and 42 seconds.
It is. Aeronovas, thank you for 2 months in the subtub. But as I was saying, to Mabel, I was saying, Avalanche, not only during the stream, donated $1,000 to the charity fundraiser. Right as I was wrapping up in Car on a Stick, they donated $493.34 to get us the rest of the way to $8,000, and therefore I had to double the timer, which was at 21 hours, and as you can see, is now at 42 hours and 44 minutes. True, this is also in part and in large numbers to all the tips, but that all happened during the VOD. So everybody knows that happened, but they don't know that we doubled the timer. As promised, as poorly planned by me, it was a coordinated attack on me and myself. Other numbers of importance as the timer resumes is that we left off on the world save at 83,893.49 megabytes. I didn't see it. Can you double it again? No. Absolutely not. But we're going to continue walking to the Farlands. If you've got your woofs ready. Woof! Oh, that's right. This was a weird pre-made hidey hole situation.
Woof.
Woof indeed. Oops. That works. Let's grab that dog. And just start walking, I guess. Woof indeed. So, what are we gonna do with all this time? What are we gonna do? Cross stitch? Build a Gundam? The girlfriend really wants to paint each other's portraits. Again, another kind of viral internet TikTok thing that she was inspired by. So there's that option as well. True, we still haven't done the second melting ice. I mean, that did take 14 hours the first time we watched ice melt. we missed 42, 42, 42. All this hype around it, and nobody even prepared our flesh for it. You know Cam? I mean, I could, but she's really just a lump. And there's enough stuff
What's
on
all
the
this?
screen.
We're having fun.
Ding.
Ding and ding. Double ding. We synced it. We can all now get on with our lives.
$42, 42 minutes and 42 seconds on the clock and 26:26 on the sub count.
On the cumulative sub count, numbers and timer go up. Whoop. You could build the Fermilab Wilson Hall on the Mindcrack server within 42 hours. Oh god, I don't think so. I think that is not true.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
I would need everybody else to supply me with the materials because 90% the time is
You really
collecting.
are the most devious bastard in New York City.
Wow. Amazing. 42 hours, 42 minutes and 42 seconds was such a nice time to have on the clock. Say, what if we looked at it again?
Maya Fey, I see. I see those devious bits. Oof. Moo. Bunch of nerds and clowns. Neat mountain. Floating Pig Island. There you go. Well, he's just like trapped there, isn't he? I'll get you down. I did it. You're free. You're welcome. Quite the humanitarian we are. Oh. Alright, I don't need any more. I don't need any more wool. I like this arch. It's like a good arch shape. Which is always something to strive for in your arches. I do feel very tired today. Like I woke up tired, still wanting to sleep. Why? I really don't know why. I had a restless sleep. A restless leg syndrome. I mean, I'm not worried about finding 42 hours of content. At the very least, I could just do Farlands the whole way. However, filling the air for 42 hours is another story. I would like to mix it up a little bit. It's been 2 months since we've played any other video game. I've been given video games from developers to play. They'll be upset if I don't play them. Besides sleeping. Any plans to play Silk Song? I don't know what that is.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
I don't know what it is.
Have you seen the movie Arrival? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, and yes. Arbitrary rule, no talking. That's a good one, actually.
It is a beard, Geordie. A fine, full, dignified beard. One which commands respect and projects
Did you sleep better now you've touched a bed?
I touched that bed. Not in real life, though. Panda Power! Thank you for 81 months. In the subtub. Subtub! You know, I don't know anything about any Hollow Knights or Silk Songs. It's these sorts of games that, like, I've just completely, like, there's, for some reason, like, a huge following. Like that one, what's the other one? Undertale? For some reason, everybody is goo goo gaga over Undertale. All I end up saying is that
They claim they're from another dimension.
Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension.
Another dimension?
Another dimension.
Another dimension.
Another dimension.
Woo.
Petertronic, woo, 106 months in the subtub. Much appreciated, subtub. Yeah, all I see is like weird fan art and fanfic where apparently people want to have sex with the pixelated skeleton man or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how. I don't have any clue what is up with any of that, and I think I'm better off for it. I'm just telling you how the internet has presented it to me. I don't control it. I have played Stardew Valley as a punishment for a subathon or for something. I don't remember. Just like a sub goal. The internet has presented it accurately. Okay. I feel like these I feel old. As an elder millennial, I feel like those games have the audience of the youth millennial and whatever following Gen Z is. I don't have any idea what they're calling things nowadays. Not saying there's anything wrong with it or it's bad or anything, but just has never like piqued my interests. Hey, speaking of which, if I want to make myself seem super old, I could just Google this, but I think it'll be fun for you to educate me. What does no cap mean? I was walking Juno at a park, and the park has like a day camp for like kids. And like there were these like, I don't know, 6 to 8 year olds running around, and they were looking at Pokemon cards, and they said something, and then one of them said no cap, and then the other one said cap, 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 all caps, or something like that. What does it mean? No cap is a slang expression meaning genuinely, truthfully, used to emphasize the sincerity or seriousness of a statement. Right, but like, where does it come from? Like, I'm trying to think of, like... What's the word short for? No capitalism. I see. The kids are all right. Lil Baby. A name I've definitely heard before this very moment. Wrote a song called No Cap in the year 2018, and the term took off. But he was simply singing about the fact that his head is too big to wear hats. Slang term capping. Right, but it's slang for what? Other than, like, lying. Capriciousness? Is it slang for capricious? Are we making slang terms for, like, ye olde English vernacular?
Kindly speak English and drop the vernacular.
Vernacular? That's a doiby.
Drop the vernacular.
Thank you. I didn't even, like, think that. I just used the word. Oh, buddy. Anyway. It's just one of those things that I, like, heard little kids pick up on stuff from their favorite white supremacist YouTubers. And, just run with it. Just like little kids were, like, obsessed with dabbing. Like, elementary school kids were just going around dabbing against everything, even though they had no idea where it came from. Ah, okay. So it's in general, it's white people appropriating African American slang.
I see we hit the charity donation goal, Kurt Magic.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Oh, I can only sleep at night. Ah, no wonder I'm so tired. I can't sleep. There we go. Little dabble of free coal. Don't mind if I do. I did recently, rest in pieces, cut my pumpkin from the vine. And yes, it is very, it got very rotted on the bottom. Ruined. In hindsight, I guess you're supposed to, like, when the pumpkin starts to form, like, put it on a pile of sand. Which I did not do. I think that, like, damaged the skin. Pocket sand! In addition to the fact that it was 90 degrees for a weekend, and then it rained for like 3 days straight, and then it became 90 degrees again. Probably didn't help. Despite my trying to cover it up and keep it dry and all that. You're hearing too much about rotten pumpkins this year. What podcasts are you listening to? Ah, that was a political joke. I see. I see. I didn't even consider that. That's how little I think. Period. Full stop. Just how little I think. Brain off. No thoughts, head empty. Palm sweat, mom spaghetti. Can't sleep, clown will eat me. Iced tea. With a splash of lychee. I could be a rapsman. A real Scroobius Pip here. Well, that's what I need to watch, listen to, Dan Lasac is on Scroobius Pip's, podcast. They released a live album. Which I purchased at Bandcamp. You consider going to the Fartherlands once you reach the Farlands. Ah, yes, the Fartherlands. Which for me would be Germany. And or Ireland. Woof. Collect blocks. I will not be walking the 30 million blocks. That just doesn't seem interesting. Because it's just all Farlands all the way. Careful of me! Do ghost and spawn chunks still appear in the Farlands? It is theorized that the ghost chunk will, so we might go in there to explore that. But I don't know about ghost chunks. I don't know that anybody has tried. Or looked for ghost chunks in the Farlands. I suppose it's possible? If, like, the same chunk loading problem exists? But the fact that the Farlands exists, I feel like that bug might overwrite the other bug that causes the ghost chunks. See, Wolfie. Did this marathon have an F3 incentive? It did, which is now 42 hours away. you think we'll finish this FLoB-a-Thon or reach the Farlands? Be honest. Be honest. No cap. No cap, everybody. I shall resist thine cap. I mean, I'm pretty reserved. Like, I accept the fact that we will be reaching the Farlands before the subathon is over. Sans cap. Whether or not 42 hours and 21 minutes is enough to do it, I don't know. I don't partake in the spoiler Discord chat. Am I prepared to reach the Farlands? No. I have zero logistical, emotional, or like mental preparation or what to make of such a situation when it happens. Start that long overdue midlife crisis, I guess. No, we don't want to know what day you think we'll reach the Farlands. We can keep that to the Discord. At this point, I know I personally am going to be unable to avoid spoilers, but there are some people who still find that part of it interesting. In 10 minutes. Yeah, it's not a bannable offense unless somebody is like repeatedly ignoring requests. Oops. Yeah, I found that surprising, that if I had been walking as I'm currently walking, or like say in the last 2 years since the subathons have started, that I would have reached the Farlands in 2019. That still seems like a long time, from 2011 to 2019. I thought it was going to be something more like 2016 or something like that. But I guess if it's like 2 million blocks a year that we're kind of doing, I guess that adds up. Whoa, careful, Wolfie.
So after walking like 10 million blocks, are there any bits of terrain, landmarks you can distinctly remember? Or is it all just one big blur?
Once you're at the Farlands, would you consider using a mod to remove the block offset? I don't think so. I think it's part of it. And then are there any terrain landmarks you can remember? I mean, aside from the F3 monuments, I mean, there's obviously the Canyon of Woe, which... blowy noises. In hindsight, we've seen things crazier than the Canyon of Woe since then, but, the dark and magical bottomless pit of mystery or destiny or whatever it was called. I still think about that one FLoB-a-Thon that we saw, that super tall spire with a tree on top. That was crazy. That would, we were like nowhere near pressing F3, but that would have been a great F3 point. There was the Cow Cliffs Island, which should have been an F3 point, but I kept walking. Everybody was upset about that. So yeah, there's stuff I remember and recall. I had an F3 point on a derp tower. It was the second. Yeah, that one was kind of like, that was a nice tower, and I extended it, but it was, the one I'm thinking of was just like very, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like in the middle of nowhere, and it was just this very, you remember, you know what I'm talking about. Wasn't the spire seen during the FLoB-a-Thon in which Wolfie disappeared? I don't think so. I think it was a later FLoB-a-Thon. If you go to the spawn chunk within the Farlands, sit Wolfie down on it, break my bed and die, would you go back to 0-0, and would Wolfie be at the spawn chunk near 0-0? Well, the spawn chunk isn't from 0-0, but I get what you're laying down. I don't know. Because that's, the spawn chunk still, it doesn't like disappear like the ghost chunks do, so it still exists. Like somebody said earlier, like if I were to walk to the previous spawn chunks, like go backwards, we would see them with the tower getting smaller. Right? Is that what somebody said? Incorrect. Alright, I thought somebody said that, and I thought that was an interesting concept, but it also made sense. Because the spawn chunk is only getting loaded when I approach it. And it's loading the last instance. But then once that last instance is saved in the game, that's how it exists. Or do all changes happen to all spawn chunks? Well, I guess here's the question. In the next overviewer map, are all the spawn chunks going to have all the signs that we placed? They should all be voids? So they won't have any of the signs. Except for the one at spawn. Oh. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess we'll find out, but that's less interesting. Now I feel I wish I would have put signs on the outside of the spawn chunks. So we could easily find where they were on the map. This news somewhat upsets me. We're talking about the spawn chunk, not the ghost chunks. I know the ghost chunks. I mean, all the ghost chunks I place signs outside and inside. I'm talking about the spawn chunk. Ah! The nomenclature is confusing. Ah. 2 iron. I don't need wheat. 1 shy on the gunpowder. That's a shame. Spoiders. Huh. Well, that is kind of upsetting. I thought the spawn chunks, because they don't disappear when we relog or walk forward and backwards, I figured they would be visible from the overview map. I'm all but certain there will be a hole at each encounter. Huh. Well, we gotta go back. We gotta go back to all the spawn chunks. Sorry. I need to put signs outside of the border just to make sure. I hope you're wrong. That's all I'm saying. I hope you're wrong. Because that's going to make them hard to find. I mean, the only reason I put the signs down is for the overviewer map. So that they show up in the list that you can teleport to. True, you can find them via coordinates, but you can't, like, fast travel there with the drop-down menus. The whole thing's ruined. Give back your Guinness World Records. I can't find it. And go to jail. Have you looked at your player statistics? I have not, because they are inaccurate. They're inaccurate because they're for the whole game, like all the worlds that I've played in this version of the game. And also because they've reset multiple times when I've, like, moved the Minecraft installation built new computers, all that sort of thing. I mean, they did exist. There. Times played, 894. We know that's wrong. Worlds played, 0. Cool. Distance walked, that's wrong. Swum? Swum? Distance by boat. Player kills. Number of deaths, 3. Only 3 deaths. Items dropped, exactly 4,100. Distance by pig, 5.5 kilometers. Ah. Distance dove. I didn't know there were doves in this game. Times used, times crafted. Yeah, I know we've crafted more than one cake. I know we've crafted more than 27 beds, too. We may have only made one map. We may have only made one map. Where's, like, the, compass? 1! That's the original compass. How about the other thing? Yeah, like, why are there only gold helmet and leggings? It doesn't have the clock here. I don't see the clock. Yeah. I've only pushed a button twice. Alright, so not only is it inaccurate, it also doesn't even include everything we've actually done. Right, I've definitely made compasses and other saves. I don't even know how that could be right since I've installed this version of the game. Crafted 27 beds? Yeah, that's just wrong. It's not only just wrong, it's wrong in very confusing ways. Careful, Wolfie, jeez. But, stop it. Just stay there. Maybe the counter has floating points. Like a car odometer. All has been quiet. I mean, rightfully so. People gave far too much. And also there's no there's no threat of the timer running out anytime soon, so Woo, no! Don't break. Don't break. It's fine. I made bread. Is this the DMV? Yes. But you can just mail in the forms. You don't have to come here in person. Ba-dum-bum. The current wait time. I get the joke. Dawn of the final 42 hours. Nerds. It can only fit 32,000 items in the stat bar before issues occur.
Only 42 hours left to go. Ding.
Ding. I do not have the blocks that I require for cactus removal. Oh, that's a boat. Not a bed. That's not the bed either. How homesick in-game are you? Not at all. Home is where the fart is. And there's that fart right there. Ooh, another long vertical shaft. Oh god. Careful, careful, careful. Everybody's favorite. Digging through a mountain with stone tools. While being pushed by Wolfie. Oh. Boob. The Lone Pumpkin. Yeah, I made bread today. I keep having the problem where when I let it rise, I have like saran wrap over the top of it, and then it reaches the saran wrap and sticks to the saran wrap. And then when I take the saran wrap off, it like takes the top layer of the loaf with it. Very annoying. Do you not oil your dough? I guess I need to start oiling my dough. Use a damp kitchen cloth instead. I could also try that. But no, I don't oil. I should oil my dough. Or like, I need to buy more of that stuff, you know, the stuff. And put it on the, like, saran wrap. Yeah, cooking spray. The everybody knew what I was talking about. Problem with that is, like, once you spray, you can't unspray. No, once you spray saran wrap, it just, like, instantly becomes unusable. I oil the bowl and the wrap surface over the dough. Well, yeah, I mean, the gluten-free dough you rise in the pan. There's no bowl in this equation. How did the bread turn out? Turns out fine. Very, like, flat on the top because I pulled off the top of the dough instead of, like, a nice dome. Dome! But it's still bread. If I move fast enough, Wolfie will just spawn. Shift clicking an item when crafting it doesn't count in the stats. Interesting. Well, I don't think does shift clicking work. I don't think shift clicking like even does anything in this version of the game. Oh, I guess it does. Never mind. Like click dragging in the crafting table doesn't work. Ooh, spooky. That's a real Bob Ross situation right there. I'm still thinking about the arbitrary rule of no commentary. You gotta remind me to add that next time. That's a good one. Because it is something we've done for an episode. But it's also going to be a challenge if we, like, see something cool. Like a ghost chunk. Oh. Oh. There we go. Wolfie! Okay, that's fine, I guess. I don't know why I didn't think this was going to be a problem. That's fine. We just have a built-in waterfront view. Yoink. Don't mind if I do. All right. Why would you not block it up? So I can see out there and see some cool stuff. It increases the property value. North-facing windows. Let's go to sleep and back up the world. Okay. I'm like, did it work or did we fail at sleeping? 83,965.36 megabytes. That was really hard to say for some reason. Who knows? I gotta figure something out for Juno. She's she like can't get comfortable. Like walks around, scratches at the beds, plays on the floor. Can't even get comfortable on the couch at night. She's pacing back and forth. Anyway, hi. Well, welcome to segment 2 of the FLoB-a-Thon Subathon. We're full of pith and vinegar. If you've got your woofs ready, pour out that pith and vinegar and get ready to continue. Woof! That was loud. Because the window was open. We could hear Wolfie through the window. That's why it was loud. Alright, let's loudly grab this dog. Oh, he's ready. Ready to go to the Farlands, Wolfie. Pew, pew. Forward and onward. You know what would be really nice right now? Like a pink sheep. A pink sheep or something of that magnitude. That'd be delightful. Delightful pink sheep noises. And skeletons. That feels new. What feels new? The chatbot badge. That is new. I don't think that was there at the beginning of the stream. Does Cobot have it? I feel like that's something that, like, Stream Elements... Well, Twitch is working with Stream Elements a lot more. Oh, Cobot doesn't have it, although he does have the Cobot. I don't know why I said Cobot's a he. The patriarchy. They have the Cobot emote, which kind of looks a little bit like the emote that Twitch is using for bots. The kind of the television screen with an antenna robot looking thing. CRT monitor. Copyright infringement. Bots no longer count as viewers. Will be recognizable by a badge. But, wait, how? I don't think that's the kind of bot that they need to be worrying about. The 1 to 2 chat bots that are in chat. It's more the viewer bots, and usually the viewer bots don't chat. Oh man, way to approach the problem from the completely incorrect angle. We fixed the bot problem. Now you know that they're bots. Robots flying under the radar. I'll never tell their secret. Bling, bling, bling. So, heard any good rumors lately? Seen any big pumpkin patches recently? Only 12. Not too impressed. You'll have to do better than that. Ooh. Tomorrow is Friday. FLoB Friday. Whoa, that boat is gone. Ooh, sorry. Ugh. Ew. I need electrolytes. Wait a minute. 41 hours left on the timer. I should have made it a $10,000 goal. Upon re-examination. No, to double it again, I would need to double the goal. So it'd be $16,000 to double it. Careful, Wolfie! Get out of my way. Place blocks! I'm not on the block. I'm noticing I'm doing this more. My tick has returned. Look what you've done to me. It's tardive dyskinesia. I need Vraylar. No, not Vraylar. What's the one that they're trying to sell us? For muscle spasms. Xfemdy? No, that's the eyeball, the eye mite one. We Americans sure do get advertised drugs a lot. Astedo. That's the one. Be mama with Astedo. That is basically, in my experience, what the entirety of ad-supported streaming services are funded by. Pharmaceutical ads. And Sonic. The hedgehog. Yes, the hedgehog, Sonic. Big Pharma has a lot of money. Right, but it's the same Big Pharma that exists in other countries, but they don't allow ads for prescription drugs. So that's the big difference. Regulation. You do get ads for crappy supplements? Yeah, we get the hair growth one. Start your hair journey now. I like the lady with the testimonials. I started using this because I did a lot of research. Oh, you did? You did some double-blind, scientific, randomized trials with thousands of people? That was then peer-reviewed? Did your own research, hey? Well, no, this one is this one is like a supplement, so it's not like actually a drug. And you know, you can tell because at the end of the ad it says this has not been reviewed by the FDA, nor is it intended to treat, cure, or prevent any condition. Timer go down slowly. Yeah, I just find it amazing. I mean, like I said, it's all money, but just like somebody writes these jingles and records them in a studio for Ozempic, and like they hire actors and like have a film crew go to the beach to like to have these actors do fun lifestyle activities for the commercial. That's the wild thing to me. There's this one for like it's like I forgot what it is. It's Skyrizi, where they have this guy like go to a folk festival and start playing the banjo with a band, and he can only do so because he's treating his psoriatic arthritis. But it's just like, this guy obviously does not actually play a banjo, and it's just like the most fake looking thing in the world. This is so dumb, and I'm like, these people put this together and recorded it and edited it, and we're like, yep, this is great. This is what we wanted. They couldn't get Steve Martin. And then, like, the other one, they're riding on ski-doos in the ocean. I think these are all just excuses for these film crews and advertisers to go on vacations to tropical locations. Maybe a banjo playing ability is a side effect. Your mom used to write commercials. Anything we would know? What do throne gifts do to the timer? Nothing at all! Nothing at all! Nothing at all! The dumbest thing is, like, during that commercial with the banjo guy, is like they have some lady in the audience, like, go up to the stage and, like, shake his hand. And he's like, yeah, I'm the banjo player. And I'm like, nobody, who does that? Nobody goes up and shakes the hand of the banjo player on stage. And then he, like, goes back to playing the banjo. It's just so weird. It's like, this is how humans, you try sometimes. Does security stop you? He's got the Riz. No cap. Just local radio ads. Well, that's an interesting gig. They got the Sky Rizzy. Hey. Nothing is everything. That's the Sky Rizzy sound, the song. By the way. In case you want that in your head for the rest of your life.
I'm very greedy.
Tea! I'm going to assume that was Doc Gratis, because you were just asking about the throne. I just ran out of my tea. Like, in my cup. I do have more upstairs, but now I have even more. Nothing at all happened to the timer. Throne is guaranteed to timer free. Here comes a palindrome. Bing!
Four 11111.
4. Oh, that's the wrong way. I am actually welcome with no sorry this time. Oh, were you, like, looking for a way to do something without it adding to the timer? Was that your reasoning? Thank you. Thank you for the tea. It shall soothe my throat. Just in time for us to have the no commentary segment. Plonk, hit that tree. Ooh, excuse me. Not been any animals. Water flowing underground. Thank you for hanging out, Yeffy. Yee. Yee. Sorry, I had to itch my eye. Any plans, Americans, for Labor Day? Or weekend? Oh. You know what happened there? I saw this hole, but then I saw my red hearts in there and thought it was lava. And my, like, instinctually it was like, whoa, lava. No, that was just your hearts. Hopefully you went for a swim. Ah, the fair. The fair is in town. My pumpkin! I can't enter my pumpkin because it's dead. I could enter my gluten-free loaf of bread, though. I got no pickles to enter either. I got last year's pickles still. Old pickles. Soon they're going to be discount pickles. They're sell-by date. The girlfriend wanted to enter like the scarecrow making contest. But I don't think that's actually going to happen. That is a lot more work than it's worth. And they also like they're supposed to be family friendly, and they like can't be scary, which is like so woke, gotten out of hand. And they also have to be weatherproof. I don't know about that, what is it called? Who puts on those things at the state fair? The Triple H? Isn't that a wrestler? The 4-H! Oh, they got 4 of them! Alright, that's... that's how you tell them apart. Triple H. He personally judges every category. Ooh. HHH. Kerbal Space Scarecrow. Let's say she should do a Star Trek theme. A Spock Crow. Yesterday we had 3 hours on the clock. At a point. Which we all remember fondly. And now it is dawn on the final 41 hours. That's a good screenshot right there. Now that's a thumbnail. Clickbait. Stands for head, heart, hands, and health. You better catch these hands. Yeah, last year we went to the fair on a weekday. So, like, a lot of the animals weren't there. A lot of the animals go home to their day job on the weekdays. So maybe we'll try a weekend this year. But it gets pretty crowded. There sure are a lot of people at the state fair. The whole state's there. Where? The state fair. Oh, God! No, I'm fine. I'm good. So distracting. Be alliterating and rhyming. I nearly froze myself to death.
Puyallup.
They pronounced it right. I'm better now, but when I first moved here, that was very difficult to pronounce. Like, even having heard it the correct way, just like trying to read the word on like highway signs and stuff. Puyallup. Puyallup.
You're not Nana. Nana's dead.
Military Pawn. Thank you for 7 months in the sub-tub with Twitch Prime. Those Bezos bucks. Sub-tub. Do you think Illinois would have you prepared for such things?
Beautiful Squim, Washington.
I mean, I also, if I read the word, I'll sometimes say Illinois. Just because that's the way the word looks like it should sound. But if I'm just like saying it from memory, then it's Illinois. Illinois? Yeah, sorry, that's the right way. How close are we to the Farlands? Closer than we've ever been before. Measurable in days. And perhaps month-ish. As opposed to years now. Perhaps measurable in weeks is what I should say. Weeks! That is the measurement of time between days and months, after all.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Spoiler alert, new Z level reached. Kurt is at the largest Z level he's ever reached before. Sorry for ruining it.
My Z levels are high. So I need Sky Rizzy. Nothing is everything. Blork. It is pretty funny watching people come in and be like, 40 hours? You should have been here when it was 42. Have you ever read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes? Only a lot. Yes, I was quite the Calvin and Hobbes fan as a kid. I don't know if I still have. I must still have, like, all the anthology books. What did you start the clock at? 0? I have like 5 or 6. I don't know how many there are in total, but I have like 5 or 6 Calvin and Hobbes books. I can only sleep at night. I'm making that mistake a lot recently. Stop it! Let me sleep! You fools! Let me side sleep. Spider spawner. It's a real spider. Oh. Nothing bad has ever happened. Yoink. Although, is there another? We'll never know. side. Do I need to check? What if there's a golden record in there? I need to make sure we didn't just curse ourselves by taking 1 iron. He says as he digs back. Ah, dang, stupid stone pickaxe from the stupid digging through mountains. Stupidness. I mean, maybe there's a golden apple. Way over there. But you have to be careful. Spiders can hit through walls. Oh, damn. Hi, friends. I'm making things exciting. Oh. Dang. Alright, let's make that safe. Let me back up. I need to back up some. I don't want to be this close. Oh! Where's this? Oh, that was a mistake! I've made many mistakes. Okay. Woo! Let me at it. Nope, nothing. I don't even need this wheat. Get out of here. Alright, it was safe. Ah! Get me out of here. That must have been a very important piece of iron. Even though I didn't follow the rules, I followed the rules in the end. I used to collect comic strip like from the Sundays as well. The Sunday comics. Yeah, that was a big deal for me. I do think I should like maybe comics. I follow a lot of like comic smiths. I should buy books. There's the, I don't know if you know False Knees. They do a lot of like wildlife-based comics. They came out with a book recently. No, False Knees. Yes, with the birds. That was a good one. I like those birds. We got those birds here at our feeders. They did like a series. They'd like publish the whole series like on Blue Sky or whatever, but you go to Comic-Con. I have never been to Comic-Con. Isn't there one in Seattle? I mean, I know there's one in Seattle, but I don't know when it is. Yeah, I should buy their book. Well, I know there's the San Diego one, but that one is pretty much movie-centric now. Mecha Robin comic. Yeah, see, I don't know about like superhero comics that I would get into. But like the funnies comics, those sorts of comics, that'll get me back into reading. Does shift ever not work with the float era? We had that one time where I fell, and I swear I was holding shift. But that was like really the only like time where something seemed fishy. The Mecha Robin Cobbett was False Snee's latest. Oh, I see what you're talking. I thought you were talking about like Batman and Robin. I saw that. I didn't know it was like, is it like a full comic or was it just those like 4 panels? Tumblr? What is this, 2007? Yeah, I honestly don't know when Tumblr started. Listen, it was a joke. It was just in jest. Tumblr started in 2007. See, I knew it. I am a man of knowledge and culture and historical know-how. Big brains, big hat. The J stands for gigantic brains. Ooh. Excuse me. Hydrate. Am I going to increase the charity goal? I mean, I think so, but I don't know. To what and for what? Oh, my bad.
Good tea.
Nice house.
A DD Bird, thank you for 4 months in the subtub. Subtub. You can make a new reward if we reach it. You'll increase the limit again. Wait, what? Signs for each donor? That would be too many signs. Anonymous! I mean, you can still donate. Now we have $8,010. Thank you, Anonymous. Double the charity limit, and if that charity limit is reached, then I press F3. 40, 40, 40. Ding. Update the map. That's not bad. That's not a bad one. I do have the backup from, like, I saved a separate backup from the last and final spawn chunk. But with that, I mean, that, true, like, if you don't want the spoiler, then don't look at the map. But, like, that's amongst those who know already a known coordinate. Ideas are formulating, postulating, propagating, pollinating. Bees. See that? So what, like 16,000 seems like a lot. But I mean, it is, we did already raise $8,000. That's just $8,000 more. All right, I'll consider it. Denied. No. That's a pretty good one. How did the timer get all the way back up to 40 hours? I don't think it ever has been at 40 hours, but yesterday we reached our charity goal of $8,000, which doubled the timer, whatever the timer is at the time. But then it was strategically buffeted prior to that to get the most doubling out of their double mint gum. It was a conspiracy against me. Piano music. That's good that today is very quiet. We need to recover, chill, self-care.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Too quiet.
A little too quiet. I can't believe Monday is Labor Day. Already the end of summer. It did feel kind of like a fast summer. A bit. Then again, I was working like a job, so maybe that had something to do with it. You're saying I should donate to the charity? Yes. I gotta find a hedge trimmer service. The girlfriend wants to do it ourselves. We did that 2 years ago and it was a real pain. I feel like that's a thing that will be worth it to pay somebody else. It's not like a small hedge. It's like 10 to 14 feet tall in some spots. Well. Okay, Wolfie. You're going to be careful, right? Whoa. No. No, he's not. He practically avoided all of the water. Oh, beans. Well, I'm out of treats, so don't die. There is no pigs. There hasn't been pigs in many moons. But thankfully it's the end of the segment, so there will be pigs tomorrow. The pigs will come out tomorrow. Tomorrow when the pigs come out. Tomorrow. Oh, Wolfie disappeared. He's fine. This is the end, right? Yeah, no, I don't have any beds left. All right. We survived. And thrived. We've got merely a week's worth of full-time work left on the timer. So let's go to sleep and back up the world. Waterproof. Hey, we did it. We surpassed 84,000 megabytes. 84,038.55 megabytes to be exact.